What's going on? You're tuned into Kick 'em Pick 'em Gambling Show brought to you by TwoFootTalk. I am your host. They call me Young Leg. With me, Mr. BurrOaks. Oaks, what it do?
Oh, just hanging in there.
I'm severely medicated for this show. Fuck yous is gonna be really tough. Real tough. I'm looking forward to it. Larry Gordo, Gooners in the house. What up, my guy? North London remembers. Long ass memory. I'm gonna get right into it then. Get some stuff off your chest, guys. You already know. Bird, what's up, dude? How are you, man? Fernando, again, what up? Last week's. So my first one, I'll ease my way into it. We're gonna start in England, guys. Nottingham Forest. What are we doing? And right before their PSG game, where they were gonna go into Paris and take it to them, but somehow they beat Nottingham Forest, who I thought was Draw FC. You guys really do me dirty. I'm gonna keep betting you too, and hopefully you drop out of the top four then, if that's what the problem is. Liverpool, mostly Liverpool fans. Why you gotta take everything so personally? I'm gonna if Mo Salah doesn't score, I'm gonna tweet. Why didn't they play Mo Salah? Get over it, guys. It's gonna happen, and you can say whatever you want. I'm still gonna do it because it is actually funny every single time. Man City, thank you, and I guess Man U. Thanks for wasting 90 minutes of my life. Shout out to anyone that made it through that and was like entertained the whole time. I have Madrid on here. And if you wanted me to be really specific, I think it's for the whole week, Vasquez, Brahim, Ancelotti, and David Alba. And I've sat here on a lot of Wednesdays and defended everything Ancelotti did. But then, when you're losing a match and you got outcoached by Mikel Arteta, and then you sub in Lucas Vasquez as your fix, I just have a hard time backing that. So, on top of that, you got David Alba, who apparently thinks he can play left back now. We saw it not work against Valencia, so let's have an idea and let it go against Saka too. So watching David Alba in a Madrid kit has been absolutely horrendous for his last, 3 years of his contract, if he ever got to even put one on. I also have Bayern on here because you made me look stupid in front of my friends. You lost at home. You doubled the other team in shots. Lost at home. I think the first half, Inter had one shot on target, and they were winning 1-0. So, I don't really know what the excuse is there for Mr. Harry Kane. Besides, I don't know if you thought he was in a Tottenham jersey again, but dog, you're on Bayern now. You're at the Allianz. You score a goal, kick ball in net. What are we doing? And then finally on just a light note, Philadelphia Union, whoever's running that club at all, and decided, hey, fuck this whole team. Let's just self-destruct and trade Gazdag. I know he had contract shit going on and whatnot, but I can't wait to find out what the plan is. But I don't be back.
You think there's a plan?
Yeah. Oh no, there's definitely, they will answer with a plan. Whether that plan's good, makes sense, or is even actually in play, they'll say something. I'm looking forward to that. So what was the idea here? I don't think the Philadelphia questions where it's just really mostly aggression. So what exactly is the plan? Rather than us choking you the fuck out in the parking lot, what are we doing here? And if Kevin Durant doesn't give us more money, fuck that guy too, and the fucking Phoenix Suns. That's all set for the Philadelphia Union.
Is that it for fuck yous, or you got some more?
No, I'm good, man. I hit a bunch of offside and Brazilian both teams to score. They kind of settle my week pretty solidly.
So. Nice. I'm gonna start with the entire MLS. I fucked everything. Everything I got wrong except for Red Bull's fire. Both teams to score, and that moved from -115 to -170 before kickoff. So that sucked if you didn't get it in early. Bournemouth, the fuck are you doing? West Ham, when did you figure out how to play football again? Liverpool, fuck you. Just fuck you. Rayo Vallecano at home getting skull fucked by Espanyol 4-0. Can't give me a goal at home, Raul. You know, let Espanyol come into your crib and do that to you. That's embarrassing. Girona Alaves. Girona, again, at home. Can't give me a goal. Are you out of your fucking minds? Do something. Act like you give a fuck. Villarreal Bilbao. Just give me 90 minutes of my life back. 90 plus minutes of my life back. Atalanta. I was very wrong. Was very right. Fine saying that. Other than that, I fucking killed it in Italy, though. The Atlanta-Lazio game was the only one I fucked up.
I cooked in Italy.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that'll do it for me.
I was gonna say, yeah, if you weren't ready for that big ass draw in the Roma Juventus game, I don't know what you were watching in Italy. I was surprised there was 2 goals, honestly. I was like, oh. Wow.
Also, I want to do a fun little exercise with people for the rest of the week. If you're watching and you're invested in Madrid as Leg and I are, if you've been part of the team saying Ancelotti out for multiple years now, multiple seasons, go ahead and just tell me who's going to be coming in and manage and do a better job. I want to know.
My pick was Zidane. What I think they're going to do is Xabi Alonso, which my problem is...
Yeah, he's got his own issues not being able to select the right lineup.
Now, he's also got some injury problems, but he also got... What I know about Xabi Alonso is I've only seen him blow...
I've only seen him make terrible starting 11 selections in the biggest games of his career.
Manager Zlatan. I don't hate that. Mostly to just look at Zlatan stand on the sideline in a suit. That'd be sick. Yeah.
Zlatan's already destroying AC Milan. I don't need him to come destroy Madrid, too.
I thought he's not at AC Milan anymore.
No, he is. He's a very good player. He's a very terrible front office decision maker.
I don't think they have Zlatan making too many decisions. All right. Does everyone feel better?
Kinda.
Yeah, not really.
I hate this weekend. I hate the English slate. It looks like fucking shit.
Oh, well, you know what's funny is one of the English games I literally just put on here so I can just ask you. So, what are we gonna do here? What are we gonna fucking do here? Any Europa League games you want to talk about?
I honestly did look at Europa.
I'm not really excited for anything besides the fact that Onana talked shit on Lyon and then Matic answered. So now I'm a little bit more invested in the Lyon Man U game. I was completely chalking it, but now that people are talking shit, I'm back in. Thank you, Matic, for making this game relevant to me again.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably take Bilbao, but I don't know. That's Rangers. All of tomorrow's problem.
They're at Rangers. Really tough to go into. So and they didn't do well against Roma. Yeah. So let's not act like they're traveling too well.
No, I mean that's all tomorrow's problem though. Yeah. Tomorrow Oaks doesn't have anything other than Europa League going on and probably some day of baseball. So
also Lazio having a Europa League game kind of fucks up my whole weekend plans because I did already tell Nick, I was like, don't worry, I'm gonna rep Lazio, not knowing they played Thursday, and I was like, well, fuck. I was like, all right, well, I guess. Oh wait, is Roma already knocked out? Shit, Roma doesn't have to play midweek, do they? All right, Nick, this is gonna be a tough one. We need new players. Guys are selling some of the players that aren't worth shit once we lost. Cruz. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know, but our board doesn't like spending money because they spend it so stupidly, on Hazard. Look at Jovic. Look at all. And on top of that, we know what the problem was. They did not spend any money on it. They're like, wait, don't worry. I know
they didn't give us anything to work with.
Hey, don't worry. We got Mbappe, even though we have no defense. We're going to put Lucas Vazquez. We had one player that was a starter in that back line. That's unacceptable. We don't have our starting left back. We don't have our starting center back. We have Rudiger, who was technically our third string, who is now just number one. And then Fetty or Lucas Vazquez are right back because they didn't want to spend any money or promote the academy kids. It's actually just kind of pathetic at that point.
Yeah. Trent isn't the answer, guys. I can tell you that right now.
I hope he resigns after, just because it would also be funny since Liverpool fans were just talking shit on him. Yeah. I actually really hope he resigns. Because if we're gonna get an attacking right back, I want Hakimi or Frimpong. Unfortunately for him, and they'd probably be cheaper salary wise. Maybe not Hakimi. Anyway, let's go over to England. I think this is low key the best match of the weekend.
It
Wolves
is.
versus Tottenham. I think Cunha is going to be balling. I think Tottenham plays some of the most wishy-washy football I've ever seen. They're almost as bad as the last game we're going to talk about in England, but I like Wolves at home here. I do think Tottenham can get me a goal, though. It seems like anytime Tottenham gets hot, though, they immediately like hit a brick fucking wall. Like they'll just get their backs blown out, though, which makes me nervous because Wolves is one of those little spicy teams where if Cunha's feeling himself, I wouldn't be surprised if like 35 yards and in, he's just pulling. Like I won't be surprised if Cunha just pulls up for like 7 or 8 shots here or there. So I wouldn't mind watching that. But outside of just player props, I lean Wolves.
Yeah, I like the over here. Over 2.5 is -150, so it's juiced. But Wolves' defense isn't great. I do think Tottenham will get at least one. I think there's a bunch of goals here. So yeah, I like the over 2.5.
All right, moving on. Newcastle versus Man U. This is going to be my favorite game to watch because Newcastle's absolutely tearing it up. Man U's got a midweek game, and now they're going to have to go to St. James Park. Tough place to play as of 2023. Tough place to play. Sandro Tonali, I just want to say from Tom, fuck you, you're a bitch. I went to lunch with Tom today, and he was like, "Yeah, did you see Sandro Tonali said he wants to leave?" I was like, "Damn, he's supposed to go to Madrid or Inter." I was like, "All right, well, I don't know if I want him, but him going to Inter would completely make sense. Italian, got it." And he was just like, "Fuck him." We waited a full year. Tom went off about it, and I mean, it's put up or shut up time for Sandro Tonali, so I'll probably end up taking Tonali props just because of the news. It's kind of like when Rashford skipped training and went to the club. All right, now you got to score. I'm not saying he's going to score, but shot on target's a plus sign for Tonali. But I like Newcastle money line and over 1.5 to get closer to that plus sign. I think it was like -110 last I looked at it on DK. Menu's abysmal, and now Onana has to put all of his energy into the Thursday game because he talks shit. So I expect Isak to have his way. Isak's probably going to be like -150 in this game, by the way. He's a cannon.
Yeah, I like Newcastle on the money line here, -140 MGM. Of course, it's juiced, but I don't know. I haven't seen anything offensively on Man U that gives me a single drop of confidence. So,
Dude, we got Newcastle has Murphy scoring. He had a brace last
yeah,
week.
Murph Dog had two.
Murphy can't finish 90 minutes, buddy. Harvey Barnes is also still an absolute baller. I will always be a Harvey Barnes fan. And does anyone miss Anthony Gordon? I don't. Moving on. Arsenal versus Brentford.
Ugh.
Interesting rotated lineup for Arsenal going against Brentford. I like the both teams. The score number is sitting at -125. Arsenal took some knocks midweek against us. They have to play in Spain on Wednesday. I assume they're going to be rotating their lineup. Brentford should go for the kill here. I feel like Brentford always likes to show up against the big boys, or at least Mbeumo and Wissa do. And I will continue to just bet their shots on target together if they keep putting them where I can get a plus line. So outside of them, does Damsgaard still take set pieces?
Yeah, he's been decent too.
Is Kevin Shade still hot?
No, he gets hot sometimes. Like as a sub, he'll come on and let rip like 3 times. But yeah, he's been not ideal as a guy in his starter.
Tied Arsenal at least. Well, we can only look up from here for tying Arsenal. They keep putting like the Wissa and the Mbeumo numbers like wildly close to a plus sign. It'd be like -130, -140 numbers for guys that take all the shots for their team.
Yep.
All right, this is the last game I got for you, and this is the one where I don't even care. I'm just gonna go with what you're saying because neither of these teams I can get a read on at all. I watched both of them get smacked. I watched them dish out the smackings. We have Bournemouth versus Fulham. I was looking for any sort of correlation between these two teams where it was like, hey, they usually beat them at home, or hey, they're really good at their state. Anything that it would work, and it is genuinely just a bunch of random bullshit when it comes to these two squads. So, Oaks, who you feeling right now? The team that has a bunch of ties and a loss in a row, or the team that got blessed by Palace but then somehow beat Liverpool?
Yeah, I just like both teams to score in this. It's decently priced for an English match at -150. I'm not even super confident anybody goes and gets me a third goal here. I do like Evan Nielsen props. I'll probably get involved with him. I don't know, maybe Jimenez if the price is right. I don't know. I don't know if he's scoring. If I can find him for a shot on target, a decent number, maybe. But England sucks. I said it already. Like we talked about 3 of the 4 games I have on my list, and I hate all of them.
Yep. Why? What was your fourth game? It was the
Nottingham versus Everton, and it's only because both teams to score is a bettable number.
Yeah, you know what's crazy is on my board I have. Oh no, I don't. I don't trust him at all.
Yep.
I might take Nottingham money line straight the fuck up. That was about it. And I'm
Yeah.
really just trying to jinx them, to be honest with you. Moving on, we're going to España, best league in the world. It's no football.
It's La Liga.
Yeah, it's just La Liga. We got Leganes versus Barca, revenge game for Barcelona, who lost at the crib to Leganes last time they played. That being said, they're already up 4-0 in their tie, and they have to continue to keep their lead. And Madrid also has a little bullshit game. However, we'll somehow make it interesting like we did last time we played them. So I expect Barca to either beat the absolute piss out of Leganes or Leganes make it the longest 90 minutes of their life. I'm hoping for the latter.
Yeah, it would be nice. I don't know, man. I just there's not even a good price on anything in this game.
I was hoping to get like Leganes +2, but that was like -190, -200 area. I was just like, well, this is fucked.
Yep.
I might have to look for some sort of they sold this striker to Leganes and he's mad angle where I can just bet a player prop and pray to God that it works out. That's about all the matches Leganes does against Barca. Moving on. Alaves versus Madrid. So the last time we played was at the Bernabeu and it ended up going 3-2. I already fucking know I'm going to despise whatever lineup is coming out. I already fucking know. I'm going to be really let down. And I'm going to bet both teams to score. But I also just want to take Madrid money line and over 1.5 because it's an awesome number against Alaves, a team that our fucking reserves should be able to handle. No offense, Alaves fans out there. But it seems like we make everything hard. And if I get a decent enough number on Mbappe to score, he owes us like fucking 3, 4, 5 goals. So I might take him because the number's got to be pretty decent sooner or later since he's just not scoring anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to take Madrid on the money line at -160 is just disrespectful. Probably take -2.25 on the Asian handicap if you want a little better than -160, maybe even -0.75. But both teams to score at -125 is going to be great because I have to look at Lucas Vasquez over 2.5 -128 looks really good. Slap them shits together, get yourself a plus number.
Facts. All right, moving on. Beautiful kit game. Real Betis versus Villarreal. Now,
Isco's back.
Yeah, Isco's back off of suspension. I watch everybody on the internet give Anthony credit again, and the joke's just getting so old now when he just did absolutely fuck all in that match. Thank you for getting the draw, though. Shout out Betis.
Yeah, huge draw for Betis.
Big time draw. This one, I just have very little respect for Villarreal. I think Betis is playing midweek. I don't necessarily.
Yes, they're playing tomorrow against some. I don't know. I didn't look at the nation, but it's with a J and it's got 19 letters.
I was literally about to just say I just don't care who they're playing because Betis is actually just such a way better and higher class team than them.
Yep.
Villarreal has been absolute shit this year. That being said, they're in 5th place. The battle for whatever 9th through fucking 4th has been horrendous, almost as bad as the battle up top. I'm going Real Betis money line here. I actually don't really care about any rotations at all. I think Betis handles it at home versus Villarreal.
Yeah, I like both teams to score. It's minus 150, so a little steep to play on its own. Over 2.5, minus 135. Slap those together, get yourself a plus number. I do think Villarreal will get us at least a goal. They're the third highest scoring team in La Liga outside of Barcelona and Real Madrid. It's Villarreal. They also concede either the second or third most, I think, behind Valladolid, who just gets skull fucked all the time. So, take that with a grain of salt. But yeah, Villarreal sitting in 5th is third highest scoring team in the league, second most goals conceded in the league. Expecting an open match. I will be betting all of Isco and Antony's props because they're fucking awesome.
Facts. All right, we're going over to Italy. I actually love the Italian slate.
I do too.
First one we got Atalanta versus Bologna. We have a lot of just like fancy places and delicious sounding matchups. Atalanta versus Bologna, though. I'm still fading Atalanta over here. I'm going Bologna on the double chance. I don't care about Atalanta's at home. I don't care about their record at home. They're playing absolutely horrendous football right now. I don't even feel confident enough to take both teams to score, even though these are two of my favorite teams to take both teams to score for. Orsolini, did he get me a shot on target? I forget. I forget if I hate him or not. It was just so meshed in with all the other blind hated people I have. Orsolini, I mean, he would still be my guy as far as any props I'm taking for Bologna. Atalanta, man. Ever since they talk shit on Lookman's penalty kicks, bro.
It really has been. I think the team's been a little bit broken since then. They haven't scored a goal in their building this calendar year. It's outrageous. I'm right there with you. Bologna playing really good football. I'll take them on the double chance at minus 105 over on DK. And I had the same exact thought as you. I'm like, fuck. I haven't scored a goal in this building in the calendar year. It's fucking April, people.
Yep, it is.
So, yeah, I'm not even confident in the both teams to score or the over 2.5. Just give me Bologna on the double chance / plus 0.5 Asian handicap.
All right, next one we got Fiorentina versus Parma. So I did two separate bets for this one. The first one was just Fiorentina money line and over 1.5. Moise Keaton's on an absolute mission. I trust Fiorentina with my life. I've been preaching this. The other one is both teams to score. Now, you might be asking yourself why I didn't just take money line and both teams to score. It's because I don't actually trust anyone that much ever. So let me just pretend how I know this game's going to end at Fiorentina, maybe 3, Parma 1. I don't want to have to sweat shit out. So if Parma scores, dope. I know Fiorentina is going to get one at home. If Fiorentina blows their backs out 4-0, dope. I know Fiorentina likes putting up G's. I know Moise Keane's hot. If Fiorentina and Parma both want to make me watch the full 90 minutes, even better. It just seems like a win-win to me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm right there with you. I like the both teams to score here, sitting at minus 120 over on Caesars. I like the over 2.5, sitting at minus 114 over on FanDuel. To get a little bit of extra money out of Fiorentina because the money line's minus 145. I like the Fiorentina team total over 1.5 at minus 128. And like I said, Moise Keane.
Moise Keane. Man's hot. All right, we have a Roman derby. It is Lazio versus Roma. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't give a fuck about this game at all. This is one of my least favorite derbies in Italy. I just have a lot of friends who are fans of Roma, and I also know Nick. Also, one of my friends. Also, the only person I know and like that likes Lazio. But I told him I was going to rep. Midweek, we don't even care. That team probably sucks. It's Lazio, draw no bet. We're at the crib, guys. Don't overthink it. Don't ask whose home stadium is what. Just know that we're home, and the draw no bet is a better number than theirs. And F Roma. All my homies, actually, that's not true. All my homies don't hate Roma. But yeah, Nick Diani, shout out. I'm going for the Lazio draw, no bet.
Look, I don't want to take a side in this one. I think that both teams will score. I think it'll be a good match to watch, but I'm not sure anybody gets me a winner. So give me both teams to score here at -120.
No, that's why you just tell Nick, yo, Nick, I got your back. And then you're like, all right, but it's a draw, no bet at home. Don't fuck it up, Lazio. Also, 1-1. This game screams 1-1 final. Just so everybody. Moving on, we actually have a third classic here this weekend, and it might be the shittiest one possible.
I was gonna say, who cares? Does anybody care?
Because we have Bayern going to Italy down 2-1 to Inter, and we have Dortmund who just got skull fucked by Barcelona, who now have to go to the Allianz and then have to play Barcelona again on Tuesday. So fun week to be a Dortmund fan. A lot of football to be played still. I am kind of hoping that Bayern just runs all starters and goes, fuck this. This is what we're about to do on Wednesday. That's what I'm really hoping for. So I'm going to go Bayern again at the crib. I don't respect Dortmund. I definitely don't respect Dortmund away. I don't care what voodoo magic they had going on earlier. I don't give a damn about that. Harry Kane owes me goals. So if I can get a decent number on him as well, I want it. I probably can't because it's the Bundesliga, and Harry Kane in the Bundesliga is never a decent number. So I would go Elise to score assists as well. If Adeyemi gets yanked at halftime again, I want him sold. He should go to Newcastle. I stand by
I don't
that.
know why the Napoli deal fell through.
Adeyemi right wing in Newcastle instead of Murphy. Who says no?
Yeah, I mean, look, this game's gonna fucking suck. Bayern's not good. Dortmund's not good. Wanted to play both teams to score in the over, but it's a shit price. Elise to score assist is probably how I'm gonna roll with this.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks. But Dortmund's not even in the top 10 in Bundesliga, and Bayern's already won it. So, like, the fuck do I care?
I really just want Bayern to just go have shooting practice. Like, guys, we took 20 shots and scored one fucking goal. We have Harry Kane. Kick it at the big English guy. Damn, 4-0 or 5-0 here after what I saw this day. That's what I'm saying, man. Bring out all the goals. The other game I want to talk about, Monaco versus Marseille. This is so PSG already clinched, so we don't fucking care, but this is the battle for second place right now. I think they're like 2 points separate them, or maybe even 1 point. It's at Monaco. I think Monaco's been playing better football. Marseille did. I think Mason Greenwood hit a banger or something because I finally had somebody talking to me about Mason Greenwood after months. I'm glad he's okay.
And it wasn't a penalty kick?
Oh no, it was a nice goal. I'll give him full
Nice.
credit. It's just I thought he was injured for the last 3 months, so that's why I'm kind of like, oh wow, they were like, yeah,
for him for having a
that's
pull.
16 goals for him. I was like, damn, 16. When the fuck did this guy score 16 goals? And I was like, oh, look, half of them are penalty kicks. Okay, never mind. That does add up. So you have 8 goals. I got it. I'm on Monaco money line at +115 is what I think I got the number at.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, and this game also screams red card to me, but I feel like I say that anytime I see Marseille in a big
French derby of any sort. Yeah.
So if it was at Marseille Stadium, I'm definitely going with the red card and probably flares and a delay of game if you can do that. But Monaco at home has been kind of a cannon, and Marseille. If we see some Greenwood magic, I will apologize next week. I just fucking doubt it.
Yeah, I mean, Marseille had their hands full over the weekend. They did end up winning against Toulouse, which was nice because I did pick that. But it was 3-2, and it got pretty sweaty there. I like both teams to score over 2.5 for sure.
Yeah, I'm here for that. Give me a nice Monaco 2-1 win. I did not like the rest of the slate at all. I don't know about you, but you know what my filler is?
Nice.
I'm going to now tell you the games that you should probably just take both teams to score. So the Brazilian League's back. And what you do is you always skip the first game. That's a new rule I found out. Don't bet the first game. Never. It doesn't matter.
The early game in EPL.
It doesn't matter how enticing it looks. Don't bet one unless it's like a gimme money line, and then you'll still probably be disappointed. Because then after that, nobody's playing defense and everybody's scoring goals. Okay. So if you just take any money, if you think this team sucks, how are they going to score a goal? All right, that's okay. We're just going to do money line and over 1.5 for this team then. They are always plus signs. You don't have to overthink it in Brazil. As soon as somebody goes down in Brazil, you have the angry Brazilian that's going to try to hack, and then there's probably a red card coming. Or you have there goes a clean sheet. Time for offense, Brazilians. And those are my favorite ones. Actually, those are both my favorites. So here we go. Brazilian League, Serie A. I think I have like 4 on my board as well, where like I try not to go Brazilian ham. And I was like, look, 4 open spots. Copa Libertadores is also on right now. All the games suck. Never bet the Brazilians at home. Minus 240 is not worth it. We wait until they're away. Nobody checks that. Vegas doesn't know what they're doing for those ones. So this weekend, mind you, it's midweek football, but they're also Brazilian. They're used to playing like 3 matches a week. I feel like they constantly have to play random cups, whether it's the Brazilian Cup or the Copa Libertadores, Sudamericana. Even their fucking preseason's kind of reckless.
I was going to say, I feel like they don't have an off season. I think they give them like 6 weeks.
So I don't give midweek games as much as I'll make us think about it in Europe. I don't give a shit in the Brazilian league. It sounds like more goals. First one, Red Bull Bragantino at home versus Botafogo. Again, Botafogo, are they playing midweek? Yeah. Oh, no, they're not actually.
They played yesterday.
They played yesterday, so extra day's rest in my head. But who the fuck cares? Botafogo is an offense-heavy team. If you think they're not gunning when all you see is Sasha, Jack of her chick, 6 shots a game, Sasha on fucking Bragantino, yeah, I'm going to take both teams to score. Now, they're starting to catch on to the Oaks. The numbers are jumping all the way up to like minus 120 now.
Oh, wow. What a shame.
Chill the fuck out.
You tried betting both teams to score in England? It was minus 235 for Wolves Tottenham.
Yeah, so I will let you guys know, guys. It's not as juicy as it was. It's now at minus 120 for both.
Money's no longer on sale.
Yeah,
it's full
for these
price
teams
money
play
now.
Absolutely no defense. So that was my first one. The next one feels like a trap game. It's the 5:30 game, Palmeiras versus Corinthians, where you're going to see a lot of offensive power. If Estevao isn't starting, and I mean this so seriously, I'm not taking both teams to score. There's something about him being on the pitch that changes it. Memphis Depay is just standing on the ball and not fucking shooting it, where they literally made a new rule. They're like, hey, dickhead, stop standing on the fucking ball, or we're going to let them break your leg. So I don't like the both teams to score in that one, and you're going to get really tricked by all the names. So this is my warning for the Palmeiras Corinthians game. That being said, once I see the lineups, I'm going to probably take it anyway. Next one I got Gremio. This is a Sunday game. Gremio versus Flamengo. Flamengo is also playing tonight. They're used to it. They've been doing this since the creation of Flamengo. Oh, look, they're playing in the Copa Libertadores again. Who would have thought? Both these teams, offense heavy. They have names that you're going to recognize. I want to not talk shit on Flamengo, but they still haven't signed any defenders. And the last time they played this game, there's 5 goals. So I'm not saying that there's going to be a shit ton of goals. I'm just betting both teams to score minus 120. Next one I got for you. It's Fluminense versus Santos. Santos, guys, Neymar, woo, you hear that? Suarez is on that team also, and he's an absolute cannon. So give me both teams to score in that one. Fluminense, as much as I'm not a fan of them anymore after how they did my boy Marcelo dirty, they still have Cano. Cano is still on that team. German, the Argentine, with the weird looking he looks, for some reason, he always reminds me of a puppet. I've never seen his mouth move. He just has the really rosy, round cheeks. I don't know what he does. It just seems like they kick the ball off of him, and the ball either goes in the back of the net or to the next player behind the defenders. But they're scoring goals over at Fluminense as well. And then lastly, Internacional. Enter Valencia is still alive. He's still breathing. I'm going to take that both teams to score. They're playing at Fortaleza. And Fortaleza is one of those teams where I'm going to say this for the next 4 months. They'll always get me one.
Yep.
And yeah, fuck the rest of the games. If you're newly promoted, I don't know you. I don't trust you. You're new. Okay? I will not be betting you for the first 3
Unless
weeks.
you're Juventude.
Juventuti's always booty. You can't have your name rhyme with booty and act like But yeah, that's the Brazilian league, guys.
I don't have much for MLS, but I do know that Seattle hasn't won on the road in the state of Texas in like 4 fucking years. So Dallas money line plus 170 versus Seattle looks really, really good. I want to take the under in Colorado, San Diego. I want to think that Colorado on the road just had a tough day up in Vancouver where it's cold as balls. Plus, they play on that artificial turf, which is kind of nasty. So that one didn't work out super well for me last week. But Colorado's defense in front of Zach Steffen is fucking ass.
Oh, so when Madrid went down 3-0, someone from the Colorado Rapids might have sent me eyeball emojis, and I might have aggressively said back, "Yeah, should I text you every time the goal goes in?" So somebody might have said some things.
I think there's a lot of value on the San Jose Earthquakes. LAFC is just not playing good ball right now, and San Jose looked really good over the weekend. So I think both teams to score is definitely playable there. San Jose, you can probably get on like a +2, which isn't bad for an LAFC team who just, I don't think I've seen them score 2 goals yet this year. So kind of like San Jose as road dogs there. SKC versus Portland. That's 2 really, really bad teams. So I like both teams to score an over 2.5 there. Chicago get to play they get to host Inter Miami. We'll see what the weather looks like in Chicago Sunday. It's fucking, I'm getting 3 inches of snow right now over here in fucking southeast Michigan, like not even 2 hours away from Soldier Field. So,
also respectfully to Chicago, a Chicago Fire fan was talking shit on Columbus and Philly, calling us mid, and I was like, "Doug,
we were bottom of the league last year.
Are you a Chicago Fire fan?"
Yeah, talk about mid. We would kill for mid.
What?
We would kill to be Philly after they traded Gazdag and fired Jim Curtan.
Yeah.
Team's a mess in Philly, and it's still better than what's going on in Chicago. Though Cyprus is still scoring goals. So, yeah, that's kind of all I got for MLS. I still have pretty low confidence over there because I've only been tuned into the league for like the last 3 match weeks. So,
yeah. So between you and me, like, is it bad as a Union fan to kind of want them to get smacked by MSCFC?
No, and I kind of think it's coming too, right?
I don't care. NYCFC did just lose back-to-back games, though.
Yeah, I don't know. The Orlando New York Red Bulls number seems a little tilted to me. It's not that I want to say like I want to be with New York Red Bulls money line here at +350, but I'm definitely interested in their like draw no bet, maybe double chance if it's a playable price. Orlando's a solid team, but Red Bulls can actually defend, which isn't something most teams in the MLS can do.
All right, guys, that was talking MLS with BurrOaks. You're welcome. All right, let's get to some good news. The Golden Booty Wheel. Yo, did Evan Nielsen score also?
He did.
I think he did. Yeah, so Moist.
Yeah, I saw it. I bet it.
I know you got both your double booties. It was a booty week for Oaks. He got Evan Nielsen and Moise Keane.
Yep.
Suarez got an assist, so I was like, "Oh, sick! I'll just go fuck myself, buddy." And then they tied, so I got my both teams to score, and fuck that guy. When a lot of people don't score, I'm like, good. I'm glad you lost. Huh? Like it's kind of like when they subbed out Adiemi at half. I was like, well, I hope you deserve this. Yeah, you guys deserve this. Plus, Gittins already got a shot on target, so fuck you.
Also, like, what'd you see out of Adiemi that you were like, that guy needs to come off? Was it his fucking brilliant cross that Gerasi was too slow to finish? Was it the fucking shots he was taking that got blocked but were good and going on target? Like, what about his game did you see and went, you know what? I don't need 45 minutes more of that excellence.
We're good. Yeah. Maybe he's jealous of his hair. That's my theory.
You know what? You're not wrong. He's rocking the fro these days.
Yep. All right, Oaks is going to lead us off. Oaks hit his double booty last week. Yeah, let's get it.
up, stop when the clock hits 13. Sing 1, 2, 3, 4. Cut.
Yeah.
Give me one quick second here. I want to make sure it's a bettable number.
Are you gonna say Moise Keane again? Because I would.
I am absolutely gonna say Moise Keane again.
That's what I do. Might as well hit it while it's hot.
Yeah, he's plus 140. Give me Moise Keane.
Bet. Yeah, Moise Keane and Mbappe offsides have also just been slapping.
Moise Keane might be the most offsides player in Europe. He was averaging like 1.5 a game the last time I checked.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Shake it up, stop when the clock hits 13. Sing 1, 2, 3, 4. Cut.
Let's test my own theory and pick the first Brazilian game.
Pick which game?
The first Brazilian game. Pick a 0-0. I really want to say Venezia Monza, but that's just being mean, I feel like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
The Valencia game kind of screamed 0-0 to me.
Really? I think that one screams penalty kicks. Fuck. Also, Benfica absolutely blessed Porto last week, everybody. Holy shit.
What if you just did Der Klassiker? There's just no goals in Germany.
I'm going to go Venezia Monza just because fuck it.
All right.
Whatever. I don't want to watch that fucking game anyway.
Isn't that the early game too?
Yep.
Oh, nice. Well,
Yeah.
Not that you will, but other people can sleep through it.
Yeah, you're welcome, guys.
I know Leg's going to be up at the ass crack of dawn no matter what.
Yeah, it does happen. All right. That's all I got for you guys. So nice quick show because most of the slate was kind of ass. Like we just had to talk about Leganes versus Barca and Real Alves. Make sure you guys are following us at 2FootTalk. The link is in the description for you watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Twitter, you can click into my bio, Oaks' bio, whatever one you're watching on, go right to 2FootTalk. That's where you're going to get all of the lean sheets. You're going to get all the live streams. Everything is shared through 2FootTalk at 2FootTalk. You can follow me at A Young Leg. You can follow Oaks at BurrOaks77. Make sure you guys check out the links below for tftdrip.com. If you need any BurrOaks, any pineapple drip, we got you, tftdrip.com. We got some stuff for the summer as well as beanies, sweatshirts, sweatshorts. Got it all for you, tftdrip.com. Oaks, anything to add?
No, that's it. I'm tired. Frustrated, obviously, with Madrid and then having to watch Barcelona skullfuck Dortmund. So I'm going to get super high and probably play MLB The Show.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, but either Marvel Rivals or Call of Duty.
Hell yeah.
It's going to be sick.
Yep.
All right. Fuck what you heard.
It's what you're hearing.
We're 2FootTalk, and we're out.
We out.